Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Just one second. I cannot hear you. Are you on mute?
You are audible and visual, ma'am, but some weird noise is coming from your side. Now it is okay. Am I audible to you, ma'am?
Yeah, now it's better. Now I can hear you. Okay. All right. Tell me something. I think I met you earlier also, once on the platform. Did I?
I think
You
so.
don't
I think
remember.
we are. I don't remember, but I think we are meeting second time. I think.
Yeah, might have.
Yeah.
Might have. Okay. Okay. Mr. Sengar,
Yeah,
where are
ma'am.
you from? Would you like to elaborate a little?
Yeah, I live in Surat, ma'am, for my living, and I was born and raised in Madhya Pradesh.
All right. And okay. All right. So, how long have you been taking these sessions?
So till now, I have completed more than 100 session. I think it is my 116th session. I would say.
All right. So, how do you feel now? Do you feel confident?
Yeah,
Better?
little bit. I have gained significant confidence in myself, and I have improved, and I'm improving, and the journey is going on, and still I have more room for improvement. The journey is still long way to go. I'm improving, ma'am. Yeah, I'd say.
All right, nice to hear the positive feedback that you've given. All right, let's get back to a little bit of technical things. I will give you a few topics you can speak on. All right,
Sure.
very small ones, very common topics which you get to know. Sometimes we fail to talk about the simple things in life. We have got such big things to talk about. We forget to talk about the simple pleasures or the simple things that we see around us. Okay, so let's start with some words like cloud. Can you talk about
Cloud.
clouds?
Every cloud has silver lining, I would say. And
Yes.
if we are facing some challenges in our life, any hurdle in our life, so we can say in this way, we can use this good idioms, I would say. So we always face. If I will take my example, so I used to face challenges, hurdle, but now I have become 22 years experience I have in my in my field. I am working as a production manager. I am looking after production activities. There are 30, 40 people reporting into me. So now it has become piece of cake for me just. So so definitely there will be cloud, but definitely there will be some silver lining as well.
Nice. So you have used two idioms here, cakewalk and silver lining. Every
Yeah.
cloud has a silver lining, which is much appreciable. All right.
Thank you,
So
ma'am.
let's continue with something like eating out. What do you think
Eating
about
out.
eating out?
Eating out. I think it stands for spending time outside. I think, ma'am.
Hmm.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So it is not my cup of tea, and I would love to stay at home. I'm homebody, and but once in a blue moon, I would say, well, not once in a blue moon, but seldom. I would say 15 days within 1 month. I visit outside, and what phrase you have used, man?
I
Eating
said
outside,
eating out. Eating
eating
out.
out, sir. Eating out. So I would love to eat outside, and I visit restaurant, and I enjoy a moment with my spouse, with my kid.
Hmm. Yes, eating out is a way of actually spending time together somewhere, maybe a
Right,
shift of venue from home to outside.
right.
So sometimes it's like a fresh whiff of air,
Okay. Mhm.
like it's a fresh whiff of air, something which we look forward to. Family looks up to that,
Right.
right? Okay, now tell us something about Diwali celebration.
Diwali celebration, definitely. So Diwali has gone. Now I think the festival of Biharis, Chhat is approaching,
Hmm.
and it is about to come. I think day after tomorrow, Chhat will start, and My spouse is also Bihari, but she doesn't celebrate because the this festival is quite tough.
Hmm.
My mother is going to celebrate. She is living in my native. My native, as I said, I was born and raised in Madhya Pradesh. So my native is there. My mother is going to celebrate Chhat. And so if I will say about, if I will tell about Diwali, so my spouse and my son has celebrated, and I'm not big a fan of using crackers, bursting crackers, and hanging out with my friends, doing chit chat with my neighbors, because I have some rules and regulations, some rituals in my life.
Hmm.
I wouldn't say that I don't want to waste my time, but I would say that I'm utilizing my time in different way. So I can't afford my 2 or 3 hours in such a way.
Hmm.
And so I would say that till 8:30, 9, I was the companion of my son and my spouse.
Hmm.
And then I slept. And I woke up around 5 a.m.
Hmm.
And I started learning book, started practicing of English,
Hmm.
and I did meditation. So these are my rituals. I have done my exercise.
Hmm.
Then I went to office after finishing my breakfast and all these things. So I had celebrated in this Diwali in such a way.
Okay, so you can say that you're a disciplinarian. Are you quite a
Dis-
disciplinarian? Right?
Disciplinary. What is this?
Disciplinarian. Disciplinarian. Disciplinarian.
Disciplinarian. Okay, right.
Yes. So you can say,
Disciplinarian. Okay,
yes, yes. It's a word which you use as an adjective to describe yourself. So you can
right,
say,
right,
I am a strict disciplinarian. Instead of
right.
using the words ritual, ritual is usually attributed to some kind of, spiritual work, or some kind of, we kind of, relate them to religious practices.
Right, right,
Right.
right.
So in that sense, you are a stickler for discipline. You can say I'm a stickler for discipline, or you could also say I'm a disciplinarian because I like to eat on time, sleep on time, get up on time, do
Mhm.
my yoga, meditation,
Right,
learning, everything
right.
on time.
Mhm.
So that means a lot to me. You could say
Yes.
that. Okay,
So
it's
I
one
would
of
say
your.
so. Can I say disciplined person?
Yes, you could also
Dis
use that, but
disciplined person.
yes, but in case you can use the word disciplinarian, you could say that also. Both
Right.
are
Okay.
applicable. Okay, all right. So, tell me something about village.
Village. Okay. I'm living in metropolitan city. This is the urban area where I'm
Yes.
living. But I would say the company has provided this township here, and it is in village as well. This is the remote area,
Uh-huh.
but we have all amenities out here. And because this is the MNC, company has provided all amenities like education system, swimming pool, hospital,
Mm-hmm.
and restaurant as well. But it is in village because company you would have seen companies are uh, built built in a remote area where they can do transportation easily, and they from where they can do business,
Hmm.
and there would be no pollution actually. If there would be companies, so definitely there would be some gases and some discharge, so
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
that cannot affect the cities, people of cities. And so this company has provided, and we are living in good township, I would say. But if I will tell about my village, uh, till 12th class, I was there. My upbringing was there, and still my parents are living over there because that is my ancestors. My ancestors were residing over there, and
Okay.
yeah, and it is going on, and there is my big home, I would say, and we belong to Rajput family.
Hmm.
So in terms of village, so I used to hang out with my cousin brothers, and I used to spend my summer vacation when I used to visit my native uh, uh, in summer vacation. So I used to go river to feed water to my cattle.
Oh, how
So
interesting.
yeah, so we had some cattle, I would say cows, oxes, and we had at that time. We used to go to feed water cattle, and so I can recall one memory. So my we are four siblings, and my cousins were there at that time
Mm-hmm.
when we were feeding the we were when we were feeding water to cattle. So they were they were there, but we usually swim in the river. So I was young at that time. I was not so much mature at that time. So my elder brother were swimming over out there.
Mm-hmm.
The water level are quite deep at that time. So they jumped there. So I thought that why can't I swim out there? So
Okay.
I just jumped over there and I started drowning over there.
Oh.
And so somehow I was able to manage myself, and I started moving my hand, my legs, and
Hmm.
somehow I had managed myself, and I kept myself uh, bank of the river actually. So so at that time I had learned how to swim. That
See,
was the moment.
naturally you
Yeah,
learned.
naturally I had learned how to swim.
Hmm.
This was like a very weird thing for me, but I had learned. And
Yes.
so this was the memory of my childhood and my village.
Somewhat nature taught you a skill.
Right, ma'am. Right, right. Mhm.
Yes. So there is one word you use, cattles. So it is not cattles, it is cattle. There is
Cattle,
no
only
S
cattle.
behind it. It's already a
Okay.
plural word. Okay.
Already it is plural, plural. Okay.
Yes. Yes. And oxes, the word is not oxes, it is oxen.
Oxen. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Mhm.
OXEN, oxen.
What
So
about ox, ma'am?
ox
Ox
is a
is singular.
single, it's ox is singular and
Singular.
oxen
Okay.
is plural. So
Plural. Okay.
it's a bit weird actually, English language. Sometimes they use S, sometimes they
Yeah,
use
yeah, yeah.
plus ES,
Mhm.
sometimes they
Right,
use
right.
N. So these are all exceptions, the word.
Correct.
So that's why
You can
it's
say these are the exception, and this is the beauty of English language as well.
yes, yes. That's why we are left confused
Yeah.
as people. The English people. I don't know what they perceived and why this came up. I think it is because of the sound and the rhyming of the words. Because of that reason, because oxes may not sound as good as oxen. So maybe because of that, they have put this. The spelling changes have been done.
Right.
So it's their logic. We don't know, we just follow it because it's there.
Yes, yes, yes,
All
yes.
right. Okay, so very interesting story today you have said. You could say I started frantically throwing my hands and legs around,
Okay.
and my body was naturally buoyed upwards, and I could swim to the bank.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right, so frantically I started throwing my hands and legs around. As I jumped into the river, I could not fathom the depth of the river at first.
Right. Right. Right.
So
Mhm.
as soon as I jumped, I realized the mistake that I had done, and so I started frantically moving my hands and
Frank.
legs, and that
Okay.
carried me
Frantically.
with the
What is
flow.
the meaning of, ma'am? Frantically. What is the meaning of?
Frantically means you just throw your like out in despair. Sometimes you're scared. When you're scared, your body kind of mechanism starts working. So
Okay.
you
Frantically.
are doing it very fast. You are throwing your hands and legs very
Unknowingly.
fast. The
Unknowingly. If
movements
I.
are very fast, and they
Mhm.
don't have a very structured movement. Suddenly you
Right.
just kind of start kicking. You start moving your hands without any
Right. Right. Yes.
movement.
Yes.
It's not rhythmic, it's frantic. All
Mm-hmm.
right, the movement is very fast and short, but again
Right.
it has helped you to learn the skill.
Hmm.
So
I
if
got to
you are
know.
throwing,
I got to know that this is the way. How can I learn swimming?
yes, yes, that's how actually people learn swimming. If you learn it naturally, many people are swimmers because they swim in the pond. They
Yeah.
start swimming in the ponds, they start swimming the rivers like you do. So that's how people, not everyone has the ability or has the, that, what to say, the privilege of having swimming pools around them.
Right.
So Indians,
My son has learned how to swim in this summer
yes,
vacation,
okay.
and now he can swim perfectly. Actually, he's in ninth class.
Mm-hmm.
He's in ninth class, and
Mm-hmm.
now he can swim perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
The
That's because
teacher,
he has an access to the swimming pool.
right? Swimming. We have swimming pool in our township.
Yes, that's why. So
Hmm.
he's lucky that way.
Right, and this is the essential part of life, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why. Yeah, in summer vacation, uh, he went there and he learned.
Mm-hmm.
He learned.
All
Yeah.
right, good. So let's talk about vegetables.
Okay. Vegetables. Uh, uh, Actually, I'm very fond of eating potato vegetables, and I would say that this is the evergreen vegetables, and we can use in every vegetables, I would say. So I'm very fond of using potato vegetables. And apart from potato, means if you will incorporate potato in any vegetables, so I can have it.
Mm.
So vegetables and mm, I used to incorporate Spanish, what we call palak, Spanish,
Spinach.
spinach. When I used to cook dal,
Ah,
when I was studying, when I
mm,
used to cook dal, and I was living with my elder brother, when I used to cook dal, so at that time, I used to incorporate spinach at that time,
mm,
and I would have been getting scrumptious dal at that time
mm,
because of incorporating spinach. So
mm.
that was the green vegetable, and I used to buy and I used to incorporate spinach.
So
And
incorporate is a good word. You can say add because here you're using
add.
vegetable to add to your pulse. That is
Right,
the,
right. This is the
so
perfect word, ma'am.
yeah.
Add.
So I
We used
added
to use add. Yeah.
spinach. Yes,
Mhm.
spinach to my dal or the
So can we use
pulses.
included? Included. I
Usually it's add. When you put in a
add. Yeah,
recipe,
yeah. Right,
we
right,
use
right.
the word very simple, add.
Add,
Okay,
add. Yeah.
add this,
Mhm.
add oil, add some condiments, add
Right,
some
right. This is the
salt.
perfect word.
Okay, so you added spinach to pulse and you cooked
Mhm.
it, and then turned out to be really sumptuous,
Right.
or it turned out to be really tasty.
Right, right,
So
right.
instead of sumptuous, actually sumptuous is usually used in like a display.
Scrumptious, ma'am. Scrumptious.
Yes, I know the word scrumptious is not literally tasty. Scrumptious is supposed to be meaning something which is very attractive. Attractive
Okay.
in food. All right,
Okay.
attractive while you go to, say, you're going to a five-star hotel, for example. You see
Mhm.
the display over there on the table,
Mhm.
buffet. When you have the buffet
Buffet.
menu, you will see there's a scrumptious breakfast, there's a
Okay.
scrumptious lunch served at the table. So there is a
Okay.
serving, it has been done, it is relatable to food only, but here the display is more important. So a
Right.
scrumptious menu means something which is very attractive menu. It is
Okay.
related to food, but there is something called a display. All right. But in your case, you made the dal delicious.
Delicious.
Yes. So it
Delicious.
turned
Okay.
out delicious. It's a
Delicious.
yummy, delicious, tasty.
Okay.
So many words. Okay. So it turned out to be delicious. Or you could also use delectable. The word
Delectable.
delectable. Okay. So that
Right.
also says it's delicious.
Right.
So that's why. And of course, it adds to the food value. You're using a spinach in your dal, makes it the protein content higher.
Right. Right. Right.
So it
Yeah.
becomes nutritious.
And I was feeling at that time. My face was brightening at that time.
Mm, yes,
I had brightness in on my face at that time.
yes. Because of the spinach.
I don't know, but it was at that time, ma'am, on my face.
You could try it again. You should try it again.
No,
Yes.
I won't get because I'm 44 years old and I have tried a lot actually. but I'm not getting that much brightness on my face.
Okay, you made me laugh. Actually, that's hilarious. Basically, yes, you cannot incorporate, youth into, when you start maturing, youth doesn't seem
Yeah,
to last forever. But it's
yeah,
all right. We can embrace what is in front of us.
right,
So this is
right,
the
right.
future.
Yes,
So we
correct.
must live it up and live it up properly. So you can
Right.
brighten up your face again with
Mm.
spinach and other nutritious elements again.
Sure,
Maybe
sure.
it will not go back to the youth that you had earlier, the youthful appearance.
Nowadays,
But yes,
nowadays, I'm getting brightness when I do shaving, when I shave my beard and mustache. At that time, I get brightness. Otherwise, uh, I'm not getting brightness that much
okay.
when I was
Then,
getting in my
then I
schooling
guess
days.
you will have to incorporate some beauty regime into your daily routine. So,
Right.
so here the outside elements have to come in. But I think brightness comes. I don't know if you've noticed. I have noticed it in people who are very spiritual. Like you said, you are a meditate. You are into
Right,
meditating, right?
right. I'm
So
damn
people who
spiritual guy,
meditate,
ma'am. Yes.
yes, they do have that kind of illumination inside.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Sure,
it
sure.
comes, but
Mhm.
at any age, if you see people meditating, they have
Right.
that simple, that kind of
Yeah.
brightness in them. So you
Right,
could
right.
try to up your meditation time.
Yes, yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah,
This is
that's
the
what I
way. How can you get definitely if you meditate? I'm meditating for 30, 15 minutes and
yes.
sometime half an hour. But I definitely, if I will devote more time, so definitely my face will shine. I know,
It
I
will
know.
glow. Yes, it will glow
Yeah,
like the light bulb, maybe.
but then I don't need any bulb and any tube light in my home.
Yes, maybe. Diwali will be even more brighter.
Right, right. Yes. Mm,
Okay, that's very, very funny.
yeah.
Okay, so so if you
Uh,
celebrate, like, do you even have like interest in Chhat Puja? You said like Chhat Puja, your mother is going to do all the rituals.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, ma'am.
somehow I heard from people who I have many Bihari friends actually. So they have said that Chhat Puja is a very difficult puja to perform. Is that true?
Right, right. It is difficult. It is kind of difficult because they are doing fast for 3 days, and even they are not taking water even. So it is kind of very tough festival. And my spouse had celebrated once, and since that time she is not celebrating.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
very
she had
difficult.
celebrated. Yeah, she had celebrated once, and now we believe that uh, God's is not telling that to get me, you should take fast. You should
Hmm.
have fast. If you so actually, I got to know that uh, I'm considering as a father, if my child will do fast, then I will be happy. No.
Yeah,
So
maybe these
so.
rituals came long time back, but now like people are into
Mhm.
other things also. Like our
Right,
lifestyles are different now. So I
right,
think yeah, in this modern world, it's a bit difficult. 3 day fast meaning you go dehydrated, you become dehydrated.
right, right. Actually, actually, this is the ritual and customs of Indian society and Biharis, and this is the big festival. But I would say that to get the blessings of gods and to get the anything, you shouldn't be hungry for that. Definitely, if you are doing fast, definitely that is going to help you to some extent. Definitely, you will increase your willpower, and there would be dehydration, and definitely your body will be cleansed. I would say, but it is not going to help that you will get God's blessing. Yeah, it is the not a proper way, and you are punishing your health. You are getting trouble, and definitely the God would be not happy at all if you are punishing yourself.
Right.
And
Yes.
you just follow whatever the gods is preaching to you.
Hmm.
try to be humble, try to donate something, uh, try to do some philanthropic work, benevolent work, so then God would be happy,
Right.
rather than keeping yourself on in fasting and getting trouble for that. And
Hmm.
even you are, even your father is not happy
Yeah.
if you are doing fast. And
Yes, it's like a
he would have been
punishing.
thinking, he would have been seeing that what they are doing, what my childs are doing for the
Mm.
sake of blessing. This is not a proper way.
Hmm. Yes, yes, that's true. I think punishing yourself, punishing your body is not the right way to go
Right.
to achieve God.
No,
There are other
not at
things
all.
which we could do better. We could
Right.
do better. The
This is
society
the
could do
way.
better.
This is the only way. You should do philanthropic work. And if you are not hurting anybody throughout your day, if you are cool and composed, and so these are the way where you can praise to God.
That's right. You're right. Your perspective is right. So
Right.
I hope many other people also get to know this perspective and they start following it. It would help the society, definitely.
Right. I got to know, and I think, but definitely, as I got to know, definitely somebody will realize after some time, and the God is continuously, God is preaching. But I'm quite fortunate that I got to know all these things,
Hmm.
and
Right.
I am associated with Brahma Kumaris since 2018, so
Hmm.
that's why I got to know, and we are following right way, I would say. So definitely,
All right. Okay. So we are at the end of our session today. I have thoroughly enjoyed talking to you. You have
same
made me
here, ma'am.
laugh.
Same here.
Okay.
You made Cesar engaging, ma'am. Vegetables, village, and festivals. So I talked on every topic, and
Yes.
I was able to use idioms and good words. I would say I am really contented,
Thank
and
you.
definitely, and I'm seeking feedback from your side.